This comes down to what we call linear editing versus non-linear editing. A lot of you guys edit linearly. What does that mean? You find a clip or you see a file and you immediately assume that the video starts here and ends here because that's the way the file is. And then you just shorten it up, cut out what you don't need, and then copy somebody's style, put it over top of it, and then post it or upload it or send it to your client. And then you don't get any views. What you need to learn how to do is what we call non-linear editing. Non-linear editing means that the hook, like all the other people talk about, you know how the hook is the most important part of the video and there's 7,000 videos of people telling you hooks that you can steal. This is where you gotta get good. You gotta find the part of the clip. And it might not be the spoken hook or the 3 that the creator gave you or that you did. It may just be the way you talked about something. And you gotta pull that out and you need to put it to the front. And then you need to puzzle piece a video together from start to finish to include the whole story. You might get a part from over here, you may get a part from here, you may get a part from here. Point being is the most successful viral videos are rarely spoken start to finish the way that they are presented on social media. Okay, so here's an example of a video where the hook was not at the beginning, but we actually split tested 2 different variations of this video on TikTok, and it went on to go viral on every single platform. So the 2 variations we posted on TikTok, the first variation, which failed, got 151,000 views. Yes, I consider that a fail. The second variation, which went viral, did 1.6 million on TikTok. Luis, what did it get elsewhere? I know, I'm an asshole.
Got 3.8 million on YouTube Shorts, 2.8 on Instagram, and 1.6 on TikTok.
Okay. Thanks, Luis. I can't do what I do without Luis. I gotta give him love. So here's the raw file from this video. The raw file was 1:33 long, and we're gonna go ahead and play it.
Guys, they keep pushing. I don't want it just to be purely aesthetic. The thing is, when you're purely aesthetic, your performance of almost everything is radically higher than almost all. In that case, I'll follow whatever you think I should look like. So, I mean, Jared and I designed boy physiques pretty well. Yeah.
So that was the hook that you would assume, okay, that's a pretty good hook. Jared and I designed boy physiques pretty well. That was the video that failed. We tried that, it got 151,000 views. So if I was editing linearly, meaning start to finish, that video would have been a failure. And that's why I encourage you guys to watch the whole raw file and look for things that the average editor might not see. And in this case, this is what we saw.
As far as aesthetic goals, I would say getting your biceps and triceps and shoulders as big as possible because your forearms are fucking awesome. When you have big forearms like Jared and you have the upper arms to match, it starts to look comic booky in the best way possible. So I'd say your legs look great, your back looks great, your chest is very impressive. Focusing on shoulders and arms for a few months would do you a lot of good. So a typical week for me is chest and back Monday, shoulders and arms Wednesday, legs Friday, shoulders and arms Saturday. It's not terrible. Not terrible, but could be more things. If you start training your upper body musculature at least twice a week, you would see another escalation of gains even more profound than the one when you transition to smoking entrance. It'll radically transform your physiques. It would be sweet to take before pictures, take after pictures. You could have a whole podcast about your journey through the thing. Like some. Just to work out how good they are as coaches. I ruptured an Achilles.
So right there, when he said, I ruptured an Achilles, there was conviction in that, there was tonality in that, and he actually looked at the camera very aggressively. Right there was like, okay, that by nature had more conviction and tonality than when, in this case, Mike Israetel was saying, so me and Jared designed boy physiques pretty well. That hook went on to do when he said,
which one did I rupture?
Which one did I rupture? So it was almost like a question. It was, I ruptured an Achilles. Which one did I rupture? So now the video starts with a question, like, can you tell what happened to me? That, to the viewer, is a lot more engaging than we designed boy physiques. So let's look at both videos, and you tell me which one should have gone viral.
Jared and I designed boy physiques pretty well. Yeah. As far as aesthetic goals, I would say getting your biceps and triceps and shoulders as big as possible because your forearms are fucking awesome. When you have big forearms like Jared and you have the upper arms to match, it starts to look comic booky in the best way possible. Your legs look great, your back looks great, your chest is very impressive. Focusing on shoulders and arms for a few months would do you a lot of good. A typical week for me is chest and back Monday, shoulders and arms Wednesday, legs Friday, shoulders and arms Saturday. It's not terrible. If you started training your upper body musculature at least twice a week, you would see another escalation of gains even more profound than the one when you transition to slow eccentrics. It'll radically transform your physiques. It would be sweet to take before pictures, take after pictures. You could have a whole podcast about your journey through the thing. In that case, I'll follow whatever you think I should look like.
So right there, no mention of the calves. Here's the other variation.
I ruptured an Achilles. Which one did I rupture? That might be worse. Right side. Right side. God damn it, you got it right. It looks amazing. We just know it. In that case, I'll follow whatever you think I should look like. Jared and I designed boy physiques pretty well. Yeah. As far as aesthetics,
we made it more engaging for the viewer in the hook by being like a Q&A, like, can you guess which one is smaller? And then we transferred the authority, which again made the video more engaging, to the guest, which in this case is Mike Israetel. And we continually like manipulated you as a viewer to keep watching based on the authority, because then it jumped right to something tactical, which was Chris talking about his program and Mike Israetel telling telling him exactly what to do. And then the video got a lot of engagement because of course, everyone in the comments has an opinion. So it got hundreds of comments of people's opinions, which to be frank, don't even matter because all it did was get engagement and the video went viral. And what you'll also notice, zero fancy edits, zero fancy graphics, just focusing on what matters, the story and structure of the video. Me and my company Viral Edits have made over 1,000 viral videos on TikTok for some of the biggest influencers on the internet. What didn't matter was the style of editing, the title, the caption, the hashtags, the time it was posted. You can look at every video with over 1 million views, because I track them on a spreadsheet. And if that's something that interests you, a list on a spreadsheet of over 100 videos that went viral, meaning 1 million views, go ahead and hit the link in my bio and join my community. I think you'll like all the other resources you get inside as well. So what is going viral right now isn't fancy. It's people using their cell phones or cameras if they want to, because that really doesn't matter. It's people talking with a ton of conviction. It's people that believe in what they're saying. It's people that are educated and are conveying their message very well. And they're also simplifying it enough where you can understand it in roughly 1 minute or less. That is a skill set that you need to develop or you need to show in the videos that you are editing. If you can simplify somebody's message and find the parts that have great conviction, you will succeed at getting yourself or other people views.